He got you. Speaking on the road, so I run into you all the time on the road. Love it. Love it. Is the road being fair to you?
At this point, yes, because I control the narrative.
Okay.
I control when I go out and when I don't.
Nice.
It used to be a time I had to chase every bag that was given to me.
Right.
But I'm in a position now that I can say, no, I'm resting this month.
Ooh.
And it's a wonderful feeling.
Ooh. Damn. Month. I'm resting Wednesday.
Yep.
I'll be
It's
ready
a wonderful
Thursday.
feeling. We gotta say, I got other hustles. Comedy
Right.
and stand up. Stand up and acting ain't the only thing I do.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking because I think I just feel like, and you did my Arizona show?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The celebrity theater,
Right.
right? Yep. Of course.
Because you know, I was allowed to book the show, and I put 4 comics, but I always make sure a female was on the show.
You did. You
because
always did.
I felt like you women just don't get the respect and get the opportunities. And there's a lot of funny females, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they're out there. I feel like females don't really, still to this day, don't get the real respect. Do you feel like, because you know, they talk about the
it's
job
just
thing.
changed. It's just changed. It's like, you know, when I first came in the game, you know, I thought it was the funny females on the tours. Then I realized it's the females that are fucking.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I said it. And then I realized now we're in an era where it's the females with the most followers.
Okay.
The female that's the funniest is far and few between. It's far and few between.
Well, but the followers, I think you're talking about more the younger generation.
Well, I was saying that's how it's evolved.
Right.
Like when I first came in the game, 1997,
Okay.
you know, when they had all the Bacardi and the Coors Light competitions, it mattered if you were funny.
Right.
It didn't matter how many titties you put out and how much you talked about sucking.
Sex,
It, you had to be funny when I came up in the game. There was no, I don't care how cute you are.
Right.
And then it started trickling over to not so funny, but she's friendly. And now it's not so funny, but she got 3 million followers.
Right.
So it just is what it is.
Because you came up from the DC, Virginia, DC area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who'd you come up under? What comedians?
Ooh, Fat Doctor, Mike Brooks, Joe Recker, Tony Woods.
Wow. Legends.
Joe Claire, Red Grant, Dominique.
So you had to be funny because
Yes, and then of course, you know, when I started going up to New York, making that trek up to the trenches, you know, talent, JB Smooth, Mike Epps, Will Savance, Freddie Ricks, they didn't let me just get on stage and be cute. They made me, I always tell people, I was raised by wolves in this business. Them guys didn't let me just get up there and be cute. I had to be just as funny, if not funnier than them. Right.
Yeah. Well, I like to see women helping each other out because you was on recently on Two Funny Mamas, Kim and Sherry. From what I know, I'm outside looking in. It's like a crew of people, girls hang together. You know what I'm saying?
I think there's an inner clique. There's an inner clique.
Yeah.
There's the clique you see outside, and then there's the clique behind the scenes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Clique behind the scenes is probably the stronger friendships.
Right. Are you in a clique?
I am. I'll let remain nameless of who I'm clicked up with.
Really?
But I do have my sisterhood in this business. I do have a sisterhood.
Well, that's good. I mean, you know, it's needed, I guess.
Yeah. You know, it's just the thing is when you kind of there's some that you know that okay they ride together, you know, they cool, but honestly, my clique has just begun to shift in the sense that when I first got into this clique, I was the grasshopper and they were masters, and I just sat at their feet.
Right.
You know, and then I became Lil Sis, and then I became Sis.
They're comedians or actresses too?
Both.
They're both. Okay.
Both.
Because I've never seen you with people. I've never seen you with people.
Well, it's crazy. I am a private person in the public eye.
Right.
That's why social media is a struggle for me. Because you got Coca Brown. You don't even know what Farrah Brown doing.
Oh, no, that's right.
That's just how I feel.
Right.
So it's hard sometimes because, you know, now you've got to be on social media 24/7. You have to make your presence known. You have to have a many commas above your face on a profile pic and all that. I am truly a private person in the public eye.
Right. Why, and I'm not trying to make you tell me, but why do you feel you want to name nameless? Isn't it?
Okay, I'll keep it real.
Like
who I consider big sisters in this game that I just
click up with? Or
like I call for advice.
Right,
or,
that's good shit. Yeah.
You know, Adele Gibbons.
Okay.
That's big sis.
Okay.
Some more.
Okay.
Big sis.
Okay.
Laura Hayes, big sis. You know, auntie. When it comes to actresses, gosh, Kiki Haynes, Tasha Smith.
Kiki Haynes, who's Kiki?
You know, she's on All the Queen's Men.
Oh, okay.
You know, LaTanya Gilliard. You know, people that I can talk to, Crystal Fox.
Right.
women that have been in the game for quite some time that I can go to, and I know that whatever I talk about is not going to be looked at like,
Really?
like
Okay,
they're going to be like, girl, I went through that. Let me tell you how I got through it.
Is it because it's not really competition?
It's no competition.
Right.
I mean, Sherry's a dear friend of mine. I know I can talk to Sherry and get some stuff off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Love her. You know what I'm saying?
We need those.
You do. We may not see us in pictures all the time,
right.
but I'm grateful for my sisterhood and I'm grateful for my brotherhood. I got a lot of big brothers in this business that I know, never tried to cross that line with me. I am little sis. And now it feels like I'm becoming the master to the younger ones. I've now become auntie to quite a few.
So you have people call you, young girls call you?
Yes, young girls and young guys, actors and comedians
I get it,
that I've become auntie now. And I embrace it, but it's like I have to pay it forward because if it wasn't for the Fat Doctors and, the
Tony
Joe
Wood,
Reckers and the Freddie Ricks and the Talents and the JBs, the Nick Lewises, if it wasn't for them, I mean, I could go down the list of the ones who took me under their wings at some point throughout my career and respected me as a woman, but also respected me as a female comedian. And, I consider them my brothers. I mean, you, P, I'll keep it 100, P. We've always had a great, repertoire with each other. And I know if I need to vent about something, you've called me, I've called you. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for that. But in all levels of friendships, there's just tears.
Right.
There's tears in all levels of friendships.
It's funny, and I'm a giver. Because do you know how many people call me for advice, even on ideas, fix a joke up, going through shit, crying. I have people cry to me on the phone, whatever. And I'm like, nigga, I'm still struggling, motherfucker. But
right,
I'm like, shit.
But in their eyes, we've made it. And you know why? It's not because of the credits. It's because we've survived.
There you go.
We survived, P.
You're right.
Because we've watched this business evolve, devolve, just
turn every
spit them out. I mean, I know you've seen some of our colleagues, honey, and the soul is gone.
Well, funny. That's one of the reasons why I did this show here, because I wanted to show love to the people that came out in the 90s, especially in the 90s. To me, I always say the 90s was probably the best era for art.
I came in the latter part, so I was able to catch some.
But the 90s had for entertainment, black entertainment. It was the shit. And a lot of times you don't see these people no more. At least when I started 4 years ago, they were only taking the hottest people on podcasts. Like, no, there's other people who've been around who's the shit. What? But let's talk about their stories.
Well, you see the same tour going around.
Yeah.
It's like Comic View had some funny cats. Def Jam had some funny cats. But if you look at these tours with the OGs, as the young people like to call us, it's the same OGs. They don't change up. And I'm like, well, where's so-and-so? Where's so-and-so? Because I know because Fat Doctor, who was my mentor, he made me study cats. He made me see cats. He would give me quizzes on road trips. Nice. Like who did this role and who told this joke. Because he wanted me to know whose footsteps I was following in, man. Right. And it's like these, the younger cats, they don't have to deal with that.
It's a funny Fat Doctor story. For those who don't know, there's a guy named Fat Doctor, a big comedian, heavyweight. He passed away, but he was kind of like the just the sensei of
he was the comedy godfather of DC, baby.
DC, Martin was under him. A lot of people were under him. Chappelle, everybody. He would tell them, tell stuff. Funny, jolly guy, just funny stuff. One day, I had to do a show with him where the headline, the feature had to drive the headliner. One of them kind of shows. Where like, you want to do the show with Fat Doctor? Yeah.
I remember those.
You got to drive. Like, all right,
those. Yep.
And I had a Nissan Pulsar, with the headlights, the little headlights. And
this was for the 300.
Huh?
That was for the 300, right?
Yeah, Nissan Pulsar.
Yeah.
So we had to drive to Fredericksburg, like about 2 hours outside of DC, whatever. Yep. He talked about my car so fucking bad the whole trip. And I was laughing. I couldn't be mad. He was killing my car. He was eating my shit up. I'm driving them and swerving on the freeway. I'm like, stop it, Fat Doctor. He was this and this lighter and the fucking this, that, and the shit hanging from a tree, hanging from your what? He just roasted it. I was thinking, oh my God, man, how funny it was. My stomach was hurting. I'm trying to drive. Right. And we went to a redneck, like a real redneck place. Back in the days, you take money, $75, $100 anyway, just work and stuff. But yeah, rest in peace, shout out to Fat Doctor.
Yeah.
If you like that clip, hit the subscribe button or the notification bell. In fact, why don't you hit both of them?